Good morning, one and all. My name is P. Prashant Kumar. I'm an assistant professor in Triple E department in Gokaraju Rangaraju Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today, I'm going to discuss about the introduction to microprocessor and 8086 architecture. So, before entering into the subject, first of all, what are the different contents we are going to discuss in this unit? First, introduction to microprocessor, 8086 architecture and its functional diagram, register organization, memory segmentation, programming model, memory address, physical memory organization, signal description of 8086, timing diagram, and interrupts of 8086. So first, definition of the microprocessor. So what is a microprocessor? A microprocessor is an programmable device that takes in numbers and performs on them various operations like arithmetic and logical operations according to the program stored in the memory, and then produces the other numbers as a result. Let's expand each of the underlined words in the definition. First, programmable device. The microprocessor can perform different sets of operations on the data it receives depending on the sequence of instructions supplied in the given program. By changing the program, the microprocessor can manipulate the data in different ways. Instructions. So each microprocessor is designed to execute a specific group of operations. This group of operations is called an instruction set. This instruction set defines what the processor should do and should not do. Next, takes in. The data that the microprocessor manipulates must come from somewhere. So it comes from what is called input devices. These are the devices that bring data into the system from the outside world. These represents devices such as keyboard, mouse, switches, etc. Numbers. The microprocessor has a very narrow view on life. It only understands binary numbers. The binary digit is called a bit, which comes from binary digit. The microprocessor recognizes and processes a group of bits together. This group of bits is called a word. The number of bits in a microprocessor word is a measure of its abilities. Features of 8086. So 8086 is a 16-bit microprocessor and it has a 20-bit address bus, and which can access up to 2 to the power of 20 memory locations, that is approximately 1 MB, 1 megabyte, and the address ranges from the 00000h to 5fh, and it can also support up to 64 kilobyte input or output ports. And 8086 provides 14 16-bit registers, and it has multiplexed address and data bus, that is AD0 to AD15 and A16 to A19. And 8086 is designed to operate in two modes. One is a minimum mode and another one is a maximum mode. It can prefetches up to 6 instruction bytes from memory and queues them in order to speed up the instruction execution. A 8086 is a 40-pin dual in line package, and the voltage required for the 8086 is plus 5 volts. Internal architecture of 8086. The main the mainly the internal architecture of 8086 is mainly classified into two functional units. One is bus interface unit and another one is a execution unit. So the main reason for this separation is to increase the processing speed of the processor. The bus interface unit sends out addresses, fetches instructions from memory, reads data from ports, memory, and writes data to ports and memory. In other words, the bus interface unit handles all transfers of data and addresses on the buses for the execution unit. The execution unit tells the bus interface unit where to fetch instructions or data from and decodes instructions and execute the instructions. So coming to the first execution unit, the execution unit has different parts like control unit, instruction decoder, arithmetic and logical unit, general registers, pointers, index registers, and flag registers. So first we'll go with the one by one part. So first, control unit. This control unit is responsible for all the coordination of all other units of the processor. And next is ALU, which performs various arithmetic and logical operations over the data. Next, the instruction decoder. This instruction decoder translates the instructions fetched from the memory into a series of operations or actions that are carried out by the execution unit. And general registers. These general registers are used for temporary storage and manipulation of data and instruction. So here we will be adding different general registers like accumulator register, base register, count register, and data registers. This all the general registers are can be used as a 16-bit register or two 8-bit register, that is AL and AH for accumulator register, BL and BH for base register, CL and CH for the count register, and DL and DH for the data register. Or they can also be used as a 16-bit registers AX, BX, CX, and DX. Next, pointers. To get a 20-bit physical address, one or more pointer or index registers are associated with each segment register. So SP, stack pointer and base pointer are used to access data in the stack segment. Stack pointer. Stack pointer is a 16-bit register pointing to the program stack. Stack pointer is used as an offset from the current SS and during execution of the instruction that involve the stack segment in external memory. Base pointer. Base pointer is a 16-bit register pointing to the data in stack segment. Base pointer is usually used for based index or register indirect addressing mode. Base pointer is used in based addressing mode. Index registers. Source index register and destination index register are used in indexed addressing. The source index is a 16-bit register. This source register is used for indexed, based indexed, and register indirect addressing modes, as well as a source data addressing in string manipulation instructions. Destination index. It is a 16-bit register and this destination index is used for indexed, base indexed, and register indirect addressing modes, as well as a destination data addresses in string manipulation instructions. And coming to the next topic, flag register. So here 8086 has a 16-bit flag register, out of which some will be the first 0 bit will be a carry flag and second one will be the parity flag, auxiliary carry flag, zero flag, sign flag, trap flag, interrupt flag, direction flag, and overflow flag. So these are the 9 flags we will be having in the 8086 flag register. So this is the different the operation of various flags in flag register. Thank you.